Hello everyone, welcome to episode 15 of the 8BritGameChat.
Blimey.
Yes, that's quite a few actually. It just feels like yesterday we were on episode 10 saying how we can't believe we've actually survived this long. So, yeah.
And that was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was about 3 weeks ago, yeah. As always, I'm your host, Tom Powter. Joining me is my illustrious crew, Matt Stevens and Tom Roach.
Hello.
They need no introduction, but you'll get one every time anyway. So we've got a bit of news for you, but as we said last time, we're mostly going to be talking about the Splatoon Direct, which happened earlier today. We've not seen it, so you'll be getting our live reaction to the Direct. We'll be playing it. Before that, we've got a bit of news. If any of you are into racing games, Project Cars releases, at least in the UK tomorrow. Matt, our tech guy, has screwed up.
It worked before.
But
bear with us.
Yeah, bear with. But yeah, Project Cars comes out tomorrow. Tom, you interested in Project Cars?
No.
Oh.
I don't really like racing games. I had a drive club and I played it for a bit. But I just find racing quite boring. I like driving in real life, but
yeah,
racing games.
You're not even a fan of like kart games.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart,
I just haven't got into it. I'm not very good at it.
See, I'm not a driving sim fan either, but Matt?
For me, well, I think a bit of background is probably needed. I did a university degree in automotive engineering with motorsport, so car games I like so far. Yeah, good. I like car games.
Yeah.
And this for me, I'm just looking at a picture here, which you can all see on the screen, which says edit tuning setup, and to me, I think, yep, this sounds like a game for me.
I like how this game's coming out tomorrow and you've only just seen all this stuff.
I've only just realised, yeah. I had no idea. I have not looked into any of it. This is the first time I've really looked into this game at all. Thank you for ruining Splatoon for us. Really, you. Right.
So yeah, if you're particularly interested in Project Cars, like Matt is.
So you're going to pick it up tomorrow then?
I might not pick it up tomorrow, but I'll definitely pick it up at some point.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be worth it.
Cool. In other news, if you're interested in Assassin's Creed, which a lot of people are, they're revealing the new secret game, which on the 12th, which I think is Tuesday.
12th.
Yes, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you can see, 5 o'clock our time. It's Assassin's Creed Victory. If you don't know, it's Assassin's Creed Victory, and it's set in Victorian London, which we think is amazing. It's where we've always wanted the series to go.
Yeah.
And you can even tell from there, like he's got the whole golden eagle cane thing. He's dressed in black. It's raining. You know, it's just. I think it's gonna be great, but I'm hoping it's great. Oh, what the hell do you reckon this thing is?
It looks
like a whistle.
It looks like either a whistle or maybe it could be like a needle that injects poison or something.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that. Maybe
or
a little
cannon.
gun.
Oh, actually, that could be his gun.
Yeah.
Little gun on. Because he has had a hidden blade gun before.
Yeah. Interestingly, he's got knuckle dusters on here.
He does have knuckle dusters on.
That's kind of cool. Gonna smack some bitches up.
What do you think about this? Oppression has to end. Has to end.
It's just typical Assassin's Creed, isn't it? Yeah. You have to take down some bigwigs who are probably Templars.
Ironically, it doesn't end, does it?
No, oppression never ends in the Assassin's Creed universe.
Unless this is the final game.
No,
is that a possibility?
Even if they kill off the main guy. It's not a possibility,
yeah. I'm actually very excited though for Victory, even though Unity was a bit of a disappointment. I still really enjoyed the game. And actually, it wasn't that disappointing once it had been fixed. I thought it was perfectly good when it had been fixed. I wasn't a glitch to me, but
yeah. Problem with Assassin's Creed though is that it hasn't really, other than like the movement, I don't think it's evolved that well ever.
No, it hasn't really. No, but I tell you what, the thing with Unity is, and Ubisoft came out and said this, and you know it could be just corporate rubbish, but they were like, the reason the game was broken is because we were making the transfer from Xbox 360 and PS3 to the new ones. If that is true, which it might be true, this game should be good.
Yeah,
because now they got to grips with it.
I still feel like it's a bit of a cop out.
Yeah, I think it is as well.
But you know, whatever. It's in Victorian London.
Yeah, that's what
That's all I wanted.
I'm actually very excited to see the trailer come.
There was only 2 places I wanted: this and Japan.
Japan, yeah. Feudal Japan would be awesome. Or China, well, yeah.
I think they were the 3.
This is the one I wanted the most, though. Always wanted this one the most. So I hope they do it justice, and we'll probably get to see that in the trailer.
Going around London is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
But you know they're just going to have the like NPCs. It's like fresh drink, governor.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Rather than actually getting people who sound like us, because we're real British.
Yeah, exactly, Finn. But Ubisoft are not really a company to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they even delayed that game by like 2 weeks and it's still release broken.
Nothing to get they'll do nothing to get if it gets money.
Great sentence.
Thank you.
Well said.
Formulated.
Yeah. Anyway, the last piece of news before we move on to the Splatoon Direct. Nintendo theme parks are happening.
So excited.
Not so much Nintendo theme parks, they're bringing Nintendo rides into Universal Studios theme parks, basically. But that's
They're
still
doing
basically the same deal.
They're doing Nintendo Land
Yeah.
in Universal.
That's actually crazy big
unbelievable.
news, that. Yeah.
As a fan of theme parks, and I've been to Universal Studios many times.
Basically,
in
there's
Florida.
now even more ways for you to spend money on Nintendo products.
Holy
Nintendo
crap.
merch. Imagine the merch they'll have there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
When's it supposed to
There
open?
is no way.
I doubt
I just.
anyone even has any idea, to be honest.
I mean, they've been rumoured this for a
Yeah.
while, it looks like, since about 2010. Which I probably didn't pick up on back then. But.
I'm
God.
honestly surprised it's taken this long.
Although the only thing is, it looks like it's going to be Universal Studios in Japan.
But I think if it's successful...
I read somewhere else actually that it was Nintendo of America.
Oh, is
which
it?
would be awesome, yeah. And it is Universal.
Well, I mean...
yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah.
America's the biggest market.
Yeah.
If they want to plug more games.
Yeah, they might stick it in the Florida one. But
Yeah.
that's going to be amazing no matter what. There's no way I'm not going to be able to not go there.
So basically, this isn't a full-on Nintendo theme park.
Yeah.
Rather, Universal theme parks will create spectacular, dedicated experiences based on Nintendo's wildly popular games, characters, and worlds. So that's, yeah.
So by that, you're going to go on a track and it's going to stop, and they'll say, "Come back in 2016."
Yeah. So just before we move on to the Direct, then, what games do we think are going to get turned into attractions?
Mario Kart.
Mario
Pokemon.
Kart
I
could do, yeah.
Mario Kart, that would be
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, that would happen.
They're going to have like
Mario,
There'll be a lot of
Pokemon.
Mario themed stuff.
Zelda,
Pokemon,
I think, will get
Can you
Zelda.
imagine you're on the train going through Rainbow Road, something like that?
That's not actually. I was more thinking like you're
Yeah,
on Mario Kart, like
but
bumper cars or driving.
No,
around
but I
tracks
think
or
it'd be
shit.
more sophisticated than that.
Yeah, maybe.
I think there'll be a massive Mario emphasis on the entire thing.
Yeah,
It'll be all
probably, yeah.
different types of Mario
Mario's
stuff.
basically Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, exactly. That will be interesting because that's a massive competitor against. That
Yeah.
could be a massive competitor against.
I tell you what, I'd love to
Disney.
see. I'd love to see like a slower ride, maybe a water ride or something, but it takes you through Hyrule and the Legend of
Yeah,
Zelda worlds.
that'd be
And it's all
cool.
like
Oh,
proper,
actually,
like,
that'd be amazing.
you know, yeah, that'd be totally awesome. But maybe we'll see like for a faster ride, it might be F-Zero or Star Fox or
F-Zero,
Metroid,
Star Fox,
something like that.
Yeah.
We're just imagining this. It goes a few years back to when we were younger, but Legoland, you had the Lego Castle. Just imagine you had Hyrule Castle. You
Yeah.
go through, you see Link battling Ganondorf.
This,
It'd just
A
be amazing.
Star Fox simulation ride like Star Tours.
yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
This might be a little bit obvious, but I feel like they should do a ride that's based on like a Mario level. Like,
Yeah.
so you go through the right, you go and like you go up and as if you're jumping and there's
Yeah.
blocks and that'd be so cool.
That'd be
if they
awesome.
had like the proper question blocks everywhere and like maybe little Goombas walking around, like obviously people dressed up hating their day jobs, but then you get to the end and it's just the flagpole and shit. That'd be awesome.
So it blows my mind.
What other thing?
I'm looking
unbelievable.
forward to more news on this.
Yeah, I'm going to be.
And
following
there should
this
definitely be
with a close
Smash
eye.
Brothers where you can like bet money on people
Yeah,
beating
that'd
each
be
other
awesome.
up.
Definitely going to be keeping close
People in
close eye.
costumes
Yeah.
going and attacking each other.
Pokemon Snap, go through with a camera and snap Pokemon.
Yeah, now what are they gonna
with
do
the
for Pokemon?
actual ride?
Like,
Just do Pokemon Snap.
yeah.
Have a little camera mounted on your car, go around and snap.
How
Pokemon.
mental would you go though if like one of the rides was again maybe a slower ride, but it just took you around? There were Pokemon everywhere.
Your Nintendo and
My mind
Universal.
can't keep up.
I don't think there'll be anything Fire Emblem, unfortunately for you, Matt, because it's just too niche.
I will take.
You might be able to get some
Pokemon.
merch though. I tell you what, they'll probably sell on eBay there.
They'll
Probably
just
will.
have.
Yeah, they probably have all of them as well.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
could have a ride where you go along Fargia or something.
In fairness, you probably have
You.
just casually ignoring him.
Sorry. Monster
You'd
Hunt.
probably end up having some sort of dedicated merch there, and probably dedicated amiibo, special amiibo, and stuff like that.
I can
don't-
imagine.
It's awesome.
I can imagine like you riding like Yoshi's or something, like your Mario riding the Yoshi.
I wouldn't.
something
Be, yeah,
like
I
that.
wouldn't be surprised that if there was some sort of a kiddie ride that did Yoshi's going around in a carousel.
They could do
or
something
like
insanely
that.
cool
But
stuff.
they could do the
Like,
theming. The theming
yeah.
is going to be the big thing.
Imagine going through like the Mushroom Kingdom and then you can't like Bowser's castle and because Bowser generally has his face on the
Yeah.
front of the castle and like his mouth opens or something. You go in, it's like fire shit everywhere. They probably won't do that.
They
But
could
that'd
do.
be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
They're more likely to do Peaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you go through lots of them.
Or you go for it. Yeah. I mean, it was this.
It'd be fucking crazy. Like, it'd be actually crazy if they really put time, money, and effort into this. Like, you go through like Bowser's Castle, and he could be standing there, like on one of the boss arenas, just like fucking.
Have you seen any pictures of Harry Potter while in Universal?
Yes, maybe.
The theming is unbelievably good.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like you go down Diagon Alley, you feel like you're in Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing how good the theming is. They could do this right.
So I've never been, but I
do
know
it
it.
amazing justice.
I know it's not just like being on a set. It
Yeah.
is you are there.
Peanut Park from Sunshine.
Yeah, that seems like it has to happen. Yeah, that's great news. I'm definitely keeping an eye on this, even though I don't
Is
really
it
like roller
Delphi
coasters.
I will
and
be-
Plaza?
I'll be
You
keeping
make
an eye.
That's
Yeah.
where the shops are, I think.
Anyway.
Time for our 32-minute venture down the Splatoon Direct. None of us have seen this yet. None of us have any idea what's even in this Direct.
Nope.
So,
Yeah, I've not got a fucking clue.
let's go.
Do you know what game we're looking at?
Yeah, Splatoon. I played Splatoon. I played a demo of it.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's go.
Peggy 7.
Peggy 7.
Meant for 7-year-olds.
We've got really quiet.
Yeah, like I said, apparently this Direct gets a bit weird.
Hello? 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 Thank you for attending this special presentation. I'm Professor Seth Elopod from the Squid Research Lab. Today I will present our findings
Oh, God,
from
it's
over
already
6
weird.
months of research into the ecology of this squid creature.
Seth the
I'll
Pod.
also tell
It's
you
like a
how you
school
can get
PowerPoint.
involved with your
Tell
own
us
research
some
money
at
out
the
there.
end of the presentation.
The end of the presentation.
This colourful ink looks unremarkable, but in fact it's home to a most
So just making sure it's in HD for us because
extraordinary life form, capable of truly astonishing feats. While perfectly at home swimming in ink, these creatures can also survive on land. It might sound impossible, but when you see it for yourself, everything will become clear. Clearly, this isn't any ordinary squid. Our research has determined that these creatures can change into humanoid form.
this is getting very weird.
We already know this anyway. Tell me something cool.
As squid, they can dive into it. While in human form, they can use weapons.
This game is very unique.
They really
I'm
are the
really
most
looking forward to
fascinating creatures. In most
a smart
circles,
concept.
these
Yeah.
creatures are
Very
known as inklings, but our researchers just call them
Inkling for
squid.
Smash. Inkling for Smash.
Of course, there are males and females. Inkling boys and inkling girls, if you will.
Good.
Our founder, Phil Ounder, witnessed them changing their skin tone and eye
Oh, sweet.
colour
So there's
at
character
will.
customization. That's cool.
This. However,
I think we
our
already knew
intern
that.
Shelley
Did we?
says
Yeah.
that the part
Well, I
of
knew you
the
could
can't
change the
remember
pose
any
and
of
stuff.
changes
yeah.
colour each time they go into battle. The ability to change
That's
between
cool for online,
humanoid
though. Yeah.
and squid form starts when they reach a mature
freaky as
stage,
fuck.
usually around the age of 14.
I probably
they're
like
about
set
14
up,
years
fast
old.
on two
set
legs.
up a proper backstory.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
Just watch them go.
I
when
think they
swim
want this
through
to
ink
become a
in
big new
squid form.
franchise, if I'm honest.
This footage, part
This
of
video
a
is a bit
peer-reviewed study,
similar to
proves
how
that they're
Jurassic
around
Park.
twice as fast
Oh wow,
while
it's way
swimming.
faster when you're a squid.
Jumping height is the same for both humanoid and squid forms. But by building momentum before leaping,
well,
there's a
that-
big difference in distance. Well, as you can see.
If this, because obviously I played this game actually
Another
at
discovery we made
EGX,
is that squid
in
can
London
climb up
last year.
walls that are covered
Yeah,
in ink.
and I wasn't overly impressed with the Wii U gamepad controls, but apparently you can use Pro
There are
Controller.
some
and that'd be
obstacles
much
they
better.
can't climb past, however.
So you had to
Hopefully,
use.
anyway.
You had to aim. You had to tilt it, and that just was difficult.
As you'd expect, they can only shoot ink when in human form. Aiming is
Like-
perfectly simple but highly evolved. By moving the Wii U gamepad,
No.
the on-screen reticule moves in the same direction instantly, so
Fine,
you can
but-
aim and shoot quickly and accurately. Quick as a splash, you
Not
might say.
accurate.
Spray ink in human form, then swim through it as a squid. This is really the key finding of
It'd be
our
so much
research
easier
into
with the right
inklings
analog
movement.
stick.
I would be amazed if they don't include the
Yeah,
Pro
same.
controller because you can't play two-player with two.
Yeah, exactly.
So they must include
Not
it.
rolling Pro.
They must include the Pro controller.
Squid are extremely territorial creatures and often flaunt their turf, as this footage shows. This footage came from one of our field research teams, led by Dr. Barry Cuda. what you're seeing is a turf war. 8 squid, split into 2 teams of 4, compete to claim the most area within a 3-minute period. They use many different tactics and weapons to claim their
It's
turf
very
by covering it
Nintendo.
in ink.
Oh, God,
It's the only way you can get an online shooter without actually killing anyone.
Yeah.
When the match is over, this cat judges which team covered
Why
the
is that
The
most
gyro
ground.
controls apparently aren't required. That's what Finn said.
Okay, cool.
While standing
I
on
did
your
see a
team's
picture of someone
side,
using the
you can
Pro,
run
so
or
that's
transform
just so
into a
much, that's so
squid
much
to
better.
swim freely. But if you come into contact with enemy ink, you'll have real trouble moving. Also, you can take out enemies by shooting ink at them. You won't win any points this way, but as they
So you don't get
But it's
points for
fun.
killing.
Yeah, basically.
burst
Oh, is that an
into
eyeball
a shower
flying
of your
out?
ink, you can
Stop.
increase your turf enough.
You might have to whack it down to 480. Or whatever the next one.
576, I think it said.
That's right.
If you're taken out, you rise from the splashes, back at your team's base,
That's cool.
ready to rejoin
that's
the
a
Cool
others.
visual effect as well.
That super jump is another unique behaviour exhibited by these squid. When you tap a teammate's icon on the gamepad, you'll jump to their location. This is perfect for joining teammates on the front
That's very
line
cool, actually,
or
yeah.
supporting any
Means they
brave
can make the maps
teams
big
who
as well.
find themselves overwhelmed. On the other hand,
I mean, the map
some
looks really
squid
cool.
achieve
Yeah.
great results with less aggressive behaviour.
I feel like we
such
weren't
as
able to
staying
experience this
hidden
game
from
properly
others
because the
and
controls are just
concentrating
bad.
solely
Yeah.
on
We
covering
only got
ground in
3
their
minutes.
ink.
Yeah.
In this game, it's mind over splatter, that's for sure.
But I just found it because I would, with the gamepad, I don't really play. I
After
don't
each
move it
battle,
whilst I'm playing.
you're awarded points based on how much turf.
Oh, you have levels, that's nice. At
These
least that's
points
something
are
to work towards.
converted
Yeah.
to cash and also count towards increasing your level, which
wonder what
reflects
level
your
I'm at.
ability, in a
Yeah.
manner of speaking. Let's move on
hope
to
you
look
unlock
at the
more,
5 key
outfits
turf
and
war
shit.
locations
So you can show
available
off your
from the
good.
start. This is Urchin Underpass. It's
cool. So
made up
we've-
of
I think
several
we've seen this one
connected
many
areas,
times.
divided
Yeah.
by concrete
I think
walls.
this might be the one me and Rose played on.
Yeah, I think it was the only one they had announced. About
Remembering the path between areas is vital. The path leading to the central plaza is a real hotspot where ink's sure to fly. Now we're looking at Salt Spray
Shit, that
Rig.
looks a bit. Like
It's
you
known
fall off
for its
easy.
mixture of high and low points, and teams often compete for control of the high ground.
That's cool.
Neglecting the low ground has its dangers too, as your
Wow,
opponents
that
could sneak
roller
in and
looks
claim
overpowered.
it, turning the tide of battle.
Yeah, but you probably can't kill many people.
Next,
there.
Yeah.
Black Belly Skate Park. This arena's
That's
large
cool.
open
The map design
areas
is really good,
play host
actually.
to truly
That is cool.
fiery battles. Clinching the platform at the centre seems key to holding the high ground, but it's not going to be easy. Walleye Warehouse. Use obstacles to your advantage to stay hidden from opponents, then get close and let them have it.
You can see this become
And
you'd get
finally,
very
for now,
aggressive.
Arawana
whilst
Mall.
playing.
Opponents attack from all angles.
The way you need
good
a
luck
competitive game
trying
like
to
this.
It
expand
seems
your
like it
turf.
can become really competitive.
Yeah.
Perhaps you've noticed the many different
Depends how well it's
clothing
balanced.
styles.
Yeah.
Another fascinating area of squid life.
Yes, we have.
One key finding we cannot stress enough
Damn.
is that
They look
although they
awesome.
seem unremarkable on the surface, squid are extremely fashion conscious. They style themselves
Show me
with
a ridiculous
headgear,
looking
clothes and shoes, which we gather under the term gear.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The key to their fashionability,
I like this
is that a
idea,
word?
it's central.
lies
Yeah.
in their natural habitat. This
Gas
is the
mask, I
centre
want that
of
one.
all that
It's
is
cool.
vibrant and exciting in this world. Inkopolis. Young squid come here every day to discover the latest trends in gear and weapons.
What are these little squids?
I don't know.
I
Like
think-
freaky
oh, no, I
baby.
think they're
In
the-
this
those
truly
kids.
varied ecosystem, each
Younger
shop
squids.
is run by a different marine creature. The shopping area is known as
Nintendo
Booyah
likes
Base.
to use the Eiffel
It's
Tower
right
for
next to
inspiration, don't they?
Inkopolis
With
Tower.
Pokemon as well, wasn't it?
The clothing shop
Clothing tower.
Jelly Fresh is run by Jalonzo, rather unique in his speech. He is nevertheless very popular with the young squid, or so our coolest intern Ray tells us.
Right.
His idea of expressing his personal style is wearing a different t-shirt every day. Oh, Jalonzo, that is, not Ray. He's worn the same Splash Mob t-shirt for months. This is Krusty Sean of the Shoe
That
Shop.
guy's freaky
Shrimp
as fuck.
Kicks. He loves shoes so much he
Those
wears
shoes
4 different pairs at the same time.
Oh my god.
And
This
he
game
is
looks
in
actually
charge
really
of the
good, actually.
headgear shop. Cooler Heads.
That hair.
She's shy,
Yeah.
but has plenty of
Fish,
facts.
Looks like an anemone,
Strangely, a
isn't
clownfish named
Yeah.
Mo lives in her hair. Many a young squid has been stung by his sharp tongue. Finally, Sheldon from Ammo Knights. He's a real weapons nut and knows everything there is to know about arming yourself to the squiddy teeth. A warning, however. Our intern, Marina, tells us that the shopkeepers turn away uncool customers. Increasing your level seems to be the way to convince
Put a lot
them
of effort
you're
into the
cool.
names of this.
Only then will
So this
they
is
offer
interesting.
you
What we're seeing
better
here is the
weapons
range,
and gear.
damage, and fire rate.
Yeah,
Um,
I like to see that.
and they look a bit different. Yeah, but obviously with each
There are
weapon.
3 main weapon types.
Okay, here we go.
The shooter type with rapid fire ink, the long distance
Assault
charger,
sniper.
and the roller
And
for
then
squashing
melee,
opponents
yeah.
and spreading ink.
Yeah, melee.
I will now introduce you to some of the signature weapons of each type. First, the splatter shot, which is a popular choice for new players.
Scatter shot.
You can quickly fire ink
Yeah.
by holding down the trigger, so covering a lot of nearby ground is easy. And it's useful in a showdown too, as long as you line up your shot before
I remember
firing.
playing it as quite frustrating how quickly you run out of ink.
Another
You
weapon
have
in
to
this
die.
category
Yeah, he does
is
that a
the
lot.
Aerospray MG. It
But
only
then,
has a
you
short
know, that
range,
kind of helps
but
if
if
it's
you
a bit
can get
tactical.
close enough, you can take down an opponent in the blink
But
of
it
an eye.
gets repetitive, but that's all you do. You have to do it every
As
5
the Jet
seconds.
Scorcher
Yeah,
has
that's
the longest range in its class, taking
Well,
out
you
distant
have to
enemies is
hold
like
on.
You have to
shooting
reload.
fish in a
You probably have
barrel.
to reload just as often.
Yeah, it's
just
just
don't
like
notice
reloading.
how much.
The
Yeah.
Blaster. This one's special because its shots actually burst in midair. You can take down foes by catching them in the blast.
I think I
or
prefer
by
the design of the
splatting
girl.
them directly.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Moving on to the Splat Charger now. As you might expect, you
That's
charge
the
up
one
an
I
ink shot, then let it all out at once.
Don't you
in a
look with your
powerful
hips when
blast.
you
Weapons
stand
like this
there?
are
That's
perfect for creating ink
that.
paths along the ground and up walls, or sticking
I like
it
that.
to far off enemies who
So
wander
far,
into
I
your
think
crosshairs.
my class would probably be the first one though. The shooter.
Another charger weapon is
Well, I
the
do like the look of
E-liter
these.
3K. It has a long charge time, but a long range too, so it's actually rather well balanced.
It's very colourful, isn't it?
It's kid friendly.
The splatter scope is equipped with a scope. This weapon's so
This game comes out this month,
it'll
doesn't
shoot
it?
the
Yeah,
barnacles off a
29.
boat at
Yeah,
500
basically,
yards.
But still though,
Only 22 days.
I'm looking forward to getting
And
this.
the splat roller. It's great for charging forward and covering the ground as
That's
you go.
definitely pretty
And you can even
overpowered.
squish any opponents in your way.
Or
So
squish.
you can just kill them like that.
Yeah.
Christ.
When you shake
Yeah,
the
the thing
roller,
is, you have
ink
to,
flies off it, so you can even attack foes who are
That is
standing
quite
back
okay,
at
that
them.
That seems
seems
like it
quite
needs some
Here's the
balancing.
dynamo roller. It's heavy, which means it's slow to move. But it
Yeah,
spreads
well,
out
that's
so much
fine.
ink
Yeah.
when you shake it that it can deflect incoming fire.
That's totally OP.
Interesting.
These are all
See, look at the
main
range on
weapons.
this. Oh, that is the sniper.
There
To
are
be fair.
sub-weapons and special weapons too. You equip weapons
Platform.
in sets of one main, one sub, and one special weapon. So it's vital to select the weapon set
So you can set
that
your loadout
suits
and
your
everything,
play
that's quite
style and the map at hand.
Cool.
Sub-weapons consume a lot of ink with each shot, but each one uses a different amount. When your ink tank lights up, your sub-weapon is ready to go.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Support your teammates and trick your
it's chasing
opponents
him like that.
with these crafty sub-weapons.
Oh, I like these. These are quite creative.
Yeah, these are different.
The suction bomb, a tricky fellow that latches onto walls and surfaces, then detonates.
That's just a sticky grenade.
Yeah, it's different.
Now the burst
Some of those
bomb,
others are
which
really cool, though.
explodes on impact. It's less
Still quite
powerful than the
brutal.
rest, but these bombs
Yeah.
can be thrown repeatedly without consuming too much ink.
Yeah, they might not want you to think it, but you're still killing the other
Yeah.
person.
With paint.
The point sensor lets your teammates know about any foes in the vicinity.
Cool. Yeah.
It's definitely going to be
Perfect for
quite
spotting
competitive,
any
I think, this
foolhardy
game, actually,
opponents
the
who
more I
rush
see of
into
it.
your turf.
It's looking awesome.
It's more in depth than I thought it was going
This
to be.
weapon
Actually.
is a devious sort, the ink mine.
Well, this one
It's
we played, it
invisible
was-
when placed in your team's
Oh,
ink
that's
and
quite
detonates
powerful.
when a foe
I can't
approaches.
see it. Then I suppose it basically uses.
Set one of these squid
Well,
beacons,
something's gotta take
and a
them-
teammate
take them
can
down.
super jump over to it right
Yeah,
away.
it's true. True. Actually,
The disruptor.
the way
is
you,
filled
yeah,
with
you're right.
venomous
Actually,
fluid,
that's quite a
which
good
hinders enemy
opponent for
abilities
those
for a
guys
short
with the
time.
rollers, because obviously they're not off the floor at all.
Moving on, special weapons certainly live up to their name. Cover ground with ink as normal, and when the gauge is full, it's special weapon time. Many special weapons are very powerful,
I love it. I love
so
it.
you
Yeah.
can really cover large sections of ground and take out groups of enemies.
That's pretty good.
The ink
They
strike
are
is a
being quite
powerful
creative.
weapon with unparalleled
Oh wow, that's
range.
cool.
Tap a location on the gamepad
Yeah.
to launch a missile there and watch it explode in a devastating ink tornado.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That is brutal.
They're like the
Pinpoint every enemy's
an
location
airstrike,
with
yeah.
the echo
Yeah.
locator. Your teammates will be able to see your opponent's positions too, so there'll be no escape.
cool.
All I'm seeing is prospective smash
The
moves.
bubbler creates
Yeah.
a protective barrier for a short time.
Shield.
Yeah.
Nearby teammates can also pop in to share the effect.
No, this looks really good actually.
The Kraken strikes fear into
loads of
every foe.
Yeah, there is a lot
Transform
going
into
on
an
actually. It's
invincible
way more in
squid
depth
with
than
a
I thought it was
powerful
going to be.
spin attack.
3 minutes a match though.
Main,
It's very short.
Sub,
I don't think it. I think that
special.
was just demo.
Every
purposes.
squid
Yeah.
enters a turf war armed with
Tell
a
you what,
weapon
though,
set
if the four of us
those
get on this and
three
get on Skype,
weapon
we have a good
types.
time, I reckon.
Mastering them all is key to success.
Actually,
Sounds
5 because obviously Bennett's got it with you.
Outside Booyah Base, players find themselves in the plaza. Many squid gather here. They are actually
Okay,
other
sure,
players
Russian
arriving
shells,
from Miiverse, or ones you have encountered in online matches.
Fair enough.
This world has its own unique fashion, and Inklings love to express their personality through the brands
They're like
they wear.
90s, isn't it?
Yeah. It's cool though. You get almost complete customization.
But they still look weird.
Oh, obviously.
We recommend you
They're
study
awesome.
other players'
Yeah.
gear
Look cool,
to help
like-
you
It is
learn their
You look
strategies.
unique.
If you see something you like, you can order it for yourself.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
you
cool.
see
That
gear
is
you
cool.
want,
I like
you're like,
Careful
yeah, I'll take that.
examination reveals the presence of an icon on this gear.
It'd be
This
interesting then if
indicates
you
a
unlock
gear
level
ability,
specific.
which powers you up when worn.
Even the ability.
There are many
Holy
gear
shit.
abilities to discover. For instance, by equipping gear
Oh,
that
so that's
increases
kind of
ink
like,
efficiency,
perks.
then
Perks,
firing
yeah.
your main weapon, well, as you can see, it consumes a lot less ink than usual.
Nice.
Other gear abilities might increase your attack, defense, or speed, or
awesome.
even give you unique
Bomb
abilities
sniffer
like
equipped
ninja
with the
squid
roller dude.
and stealth
Unstoppable.
jump.
Yeah.
The number of abilities gear offers will differ, of course. Put simply, the rarer the gear, the higher the gear ability. An Inkling
Okay.
can have up to 4 gear abilities at once. However, except the first one, the abilities you will get are randomly selected.
Okay.
The more often you wear the gear, the more abilities will be added to it.
That's cool.
By leveling up your gear in this way, you can maximize its strengths or soften any weaknesses. Developing gear like this is a great way to come up with new strategies. By the way, about this mysterious figure in the alley. His name is Spike.
Yeah, no
He
shit.
can increase the number of ability slots
This is
on
some
your
drugs.
gear, but in order to do so, you'll need a super sea snail. So it's not as easy as it may
Basically,
seem.
okay, yeah, mushroom.
But
Yeah.
just imagine the possibilities. You could
Awesome.
maximize the abilities of all your
There's a hell of a lot
favorite
going on
gear,
here, actually.
negating the need to compromise on style or performance. It's a utopian fashion society.
I like how they've gone straight to talk about the multiplayer rather than the single player.
Yeah.
Shows you where the focus is on this
Yeah.
game.
Did you see that strange-looking old guy poking his head out from a manhole?
they've got hobos and
Observe
junkies.
what happens when a
Sweet.
squid follows him.
This must be the.
Beneath the concrete
single
spaces of
player.
Inkopolis, a magnificent otherworld is
Yeah.
just waiting to be discovered.
There's a
This
lot of work in
colourful
this game.
character is Captain Cuttlefish, a big name here in Octo Valley.
He looks really
Inklings
fresh.
seem to obey his orders to fight against the octopus forces.
Feel sorry.
Suckers. In a nutshell, the octopi have stolen the
awesome.
squid's
It's a
precious
crazy
zapfish,
living in
and
the
Captain
sea.
Cuttlefish orders its retrieval. Down here, there's no shortage of odd
Get on
sights.
the tent. Hobos
Take
being
this
junkies, get
kettle,
on the
for
tent.
example. It seems to be connected to the octopus base.
It still looks pretty good.
I should
The
say
multiplayer's gonna
that
be
the
good.
octopus forces
Yeah.
are officially
I
classed
think
as
it could get
Oh, yeah.
quite boring.
but we'll just refer to
single
them as octopi. They're very
From what
varied and
I've
dangerous,
heard,
and certainly
I think it's
not
like
to be
12 hours long to
underestimated.
me.
As in all
Well,
of
a
these,
decent
Yeah,
length.
so
there
it's
are
decent
many
length, yeah.
obstacles to be overcome. Use all your skill
argue
to
with
recover
The game
the
will be
sandfish
yeah.
and
The
emerge
game will be
victorious.
multiplayer focused.
I mean, you know,
You can see how
I'll take
dangerous
the
it
single
gets.
player.
Yeah, I mean,
From the looking
more content
at,
the better.
Yeah, from looking at that multiplayer, single player, I'm cool with
yeah.
that.
I want that multiplayer now.
Yeah. So that's okay.
The graphics are quite good.
Yeah. It's cool. It seems to have some unique platforming.
Yeah.
Shooting
It looks
in
kind of Mario
human
Galaxy-ish.
Yeah.
Swim
In
as
some,
squids.
which is no
Heed
bad
Captain
thing.
Cuttlefish's advice, and you'll be fine. Each stage is
Yeah.
host to a wide variety of life. Some enemies have to be outsmarted.
Like, that's very Mario
Some
Galaxy.
move just like squid.
I love interest probably.
Huh?
Some
That
use
was going to
powerful
be a lot
attacks.
of interest. I
No,
doubt
it
there's going
has
to be
a lot
much.
of interest.
I doubt there's going to be
Boss-like
much.
giant
story,
weapons
to be honest.
defend
that's
vital
cool.
areas.
Boss fights.
Boss fights are always going to be good.
Occasionally, useful items can be found in stages. For instance,
That's awesome.
this armor increases your resistance to octopus attacks.
Carbon fiber
There are
armor.
other helpful items too, like the bubbler and Inkzuka. These strange-looking items are power eggs, and they're scattered all over. You can use them to power up your hero suit, so gathering as many power eggs as possible is vital to
I
survive.
am noticing occasionally, like, some really sharp camera turns. That's a result of using the fucking motion control.
Yeah.
By far the most fascinating item, from the research laboratory's perspective, is the sunken scroll. There seems
These
to
look
be
like big
one
studies.
hidden in each
Okay.
stage, and we believe they hold the secret
That's what
to
we reckon.
unlocking this
Yeah.
world's mysteries. If only we could get our hands
really.
on them all.
Basically, the majority of the story
Let's
seems
take
to
a
be
short
from
break
these.
now. My youngest
thanks.
son Perry insisted I show this video of the pop stars, Callie and Mari, who are
feel
huge
like
in the
Callie
UK.
and Mari.
I'll be back soon.
Oh, this is
Gil,
when it gets weird,
Roll
apparently.
film.
Oh, dear.
What the hell is
Good old
happening?
Nintendo. What is this?
What version? What?
Well, we're probably watching the European one, aren't we?
Yeah, I
So
think
it's got
so.
armor with a U.
What are they even saying? What's this language?
Ink.
Igloo.
What is this? Why would they even put this in? This is nothing but weird ass time filler.
Okay, thanks everyone. Let's resume now.
What was that?
There are several modes still to
Fucking
explain.
hell.
The second floor of this building is
Preparing.
home to the Battle Dojo. In this
I thought it was
local
different game
multiplayer
modes.
mode,
Yeah.
you and a friend
Local
can play without
Back on
pressure.
multiplayer.
It's ideal for practicing before online matches.
Oh, it's 1-on-1. That's cool.
Yeah, it's the one they
The
demonstrated.
rules
in
of
the treehouse.
engagement are
That's right.
simple.
Yeah.
Compete to pop the
Guessing
most
they're popping
balloons,
those
which are
balloons.
each worth 1 point.
Which actually looks a bit boring, to be honest. And
But
It does
I'm not
if your
look
looking at
boring,
opponent
anything.
splats you lose
Yeah.
points.
I don't know why you'd want to do this when you've got the other multiplayer bit.
Any balloons
Yeah.
popped in the last
Instead,
60
probably
seconds
just
are worth
practice
double.
to get used
We've
to it.
observed
Yeah, I
very
guess.
Go straight
exciting
into it, wouldn't you?
turnarounds in these closing moments.
But children who are playing this might be like, I can't do it.
Okay.
I mean, it might be
One
fun
player
for some
uses
people.
the Wii U gamepad, and the other uses a different controller, like the Wii U Pro controller,
Yes.
to play on the TV.
Everyone should use that.
Once you've played in Battle Dojo and you're feeling a
Does that
bit
kind
more
of mean
confident
that one
about your
person
skills,
has to play
it's
in?
time to
They
head
won't do
online.
that. If you want to use
Battle
Pro,
against
you'll
the
be able to
world.
use it.
They're
This
not that
building in the
stupid.
city centre is in Coppolis Tower,
Really?
and it's the entrance to online
Don't
battles.
tanks.
That's like a cat thing.
There are 2 types to choose from: regular battle
Ranked.
and ranked
Yep.
battle. Regular battle refers to the turf wars I explained earlier.
Oh, okay. What's ranked then?
The team that
Please
eats
don't think
most
you're ranked, it's
turf
just 1-on-1.
wins.
Yeah.
In online battles, the players on each team are shuffled after each match. So a strong
That's always
ally
been
could
possible,
become a
I think.
dangerous
There's no
opponent
such
in the
thing as
next
that, really.
game.
On
In
Nintendo
this
systems.
mode, you can easily join your friends who are already playing online.
That's quite
Teams
good.
are shuffled when you're playing with friends as well.
No,
Okay,
that's not good.
this part's important. You must prepare to tailor your weapon strategy for each stage. To provide further strategic depth, every 4 hours a newscast announces which 2 stages are available to play at a given time. 4 hours later, you'll have 2 different stages to play on,
weird.
and whole new strategies to devise.
That is a bit weird.
That can't. That's
stage
You can only play certain
The other
stages,
mode is
like, and then
ranked
you have to wait for
That's
hours.
in this mode.
which offers several
Not in
rule
multiplayer.
sets.
That is
One is
multiplayer.
splat
Is
zones,
it?
where both teams fight to capture a specific area of the stage.
They did.
The team that holds ground
Oh, it's
longer
possible they
will
won't
be
swap your
crowned
teams
the
on
winner.
rank though.
Because both teams are battling it out over this territory, it becomes an extremely heated battleground. As you'd
I preferred
expect,
this
This
time.
looks better, yeah.
battle, you receive a ranking based on your skills.
Yeah, that's good.
Wins and losses will affect your rank.
Do you still earn
There are 9,
points?
from the
Yes,
lowest,
you do.
C-, to the peak, A+. You'll be matched with players of similar ranks, so you'll find your level of competition easily.
What about?
As ranked battle is sure to be home to fierce competition, you must be at least level 10 to access it.
Fine,
Of
whatever.
course, it wouldn't be so exciting without lots of players, so this mode will become available shortly after launch, when
What?
enough players have reached level 10.
Okay, fine.
I have one more important
They do
final
realise
to
that'll
say
take
as well.
people like 5 minutes.
That won't take long.
After launch, several free updates will expand
cool.
the game even further.
See, I like Nintendo do it for
First,
free.
stages. The arenas included on day 1 will give you plenty to wrap your tentacles around. But later, there'll be new
absolutely
stages that will require more skill. New
Awesome.
stages will be available every
Yeah,
few
and it-
weeks.
Oh, nice. Every 3 weeks. Cool.
Yeah,
New
that's
weapons
awesome.
will arrive too. For instance,
And for free, I mean.
this is the ink brush.
That's
As you can
awesome.
see, it's
Yeah.
a roller type weapon that looks
That's
like a
very
brush.
weird about
It'll
Nintendo
be
though, to
available
talk about
shortly
DLC before it's
after
even out,
launch.
but
But
it's free, yeah, so I'll
so
take it, yeah.
And
That's
of course,
cool.
as Squid
Just a
Fashion
roll of it.
continues to
Oh.
Yeah.
develop, new gear will also be available.
All they're doing now is they've already got
There's a
this
new
made,
ranked
but
battle
they're just
mode coming.
holding it back so that
called
people keep
Tower
playing.
Control. When you stand
they're
on the
giving it
tower
away
in the
for free,
stage,
so-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but they're just going
starts
to do it so you
moving
keep
on a
playing
rail
though, so you can run
towards
back.
enemy territory.
That's quite
The
clever.
team that pushes the tower
Oh, okay.
furthest towards the goal is the winner. Think of it almost like a reverse tug of war. Of course, the inkling on the top of the tower will
Ranked
be a
looks better so
lightning rod
far,
for
but I'll
enemy
be phenomenally
attacks.
disappointed
so
if you can't
it's up
play
to
with
the
friends.
whole team to
Yeah.
rally round and protect them. It's sure to be a heated battle. A third type of ranked battle is also in the works. It's called Rainmaker. But even our most dedicated researchers, John Dory and Cal Amari, don't have any clear details at the moment. Please
You
await
always use
further
Cal Amari.
information. There will also be a major update
What's
to the
that
title
R&D
in
pops
August.
also run by
First,
big pops?
the game's
Yeah.
online features will get an upgrade.
Cool.
As more players master the strategies, weapons and stages in online matches, this event will add in 2 extra matchmaking options.
They really want to keep this game going.
You and 3 online friends
That's
will be able to
5.
form a team, then search for another team to battle against.
Awesome.
That's more
You'll
like
also be
it.
able to create an 8-player match with just your friends, then choose a stage and rule set freely.
That's it.
As you can imagine, this will be perfect for settling old scores or starting up new rivalries. Coral, the intern we assigned to gather data about
Squeezing in
updates,
that sort of
says there will be
Smash type
more too.
competition.
Yeah.
She is certainly rather giddy at the prospect. We've actually uncovered a few more entertaining elements of this world.
Here we go.
Yeah, they look awesome.
In this corner of the plaza, there's a vintage arcade machine. Upon closer inspection, well, this certainly brings back memories of my university
What?
days. This little game is Squid Jump. The rules are simple.
Huh.
It's a nice
cool.
little
Jumping
rep-
and heads
Yeah,
to
that's
the
cool.
top.
But then-
It's very exciting when you play against the clock. You can also play Squid Jump while you're waiting to be matched with other
Basically,
players
do-
online.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
It certainly
It is
passes the time. You probably already know about these.
That's what every fucking
They
shelf
are
looks like.
amiibo. There will be 3 amiibo available at launch.
At
You
launch.
won't be able to get them.
At launch.
Yeah.
Inkling Boy,
As in they've already planned and they
Oh yeah. That's what I want.
Inkling Squid.
all 3.
Yeah, I want it.
Each one offers a staggering 20 missions called
That's not
Amiibo Challenges. Our latest study shows that Inkling Girl missions will focus on charger weapons. Inkling Boy challenges only use roller weapons.
Okay.
So they want you to get all
And the
the
squid
amiibo.
missions combine the Kraken weapon and a limited supply of ink.
Oh, okay,
These
so there's
limited
definitely more
ink
coming
challenges
than
are
the
sure to
other
be really
guns.
tough, so there's no time for squidding around.
As long as I can get hold of the amiibo. I'm
When
fine.
you
Yeah,
clear a
exactly. I'll
mission,
get
you'll
them
get
if I can get
special
hold of them,
gear.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's a bit creepy.
Whoa!
Even better, if you clear all the challenges, you can unlock an additional minigame. You can play them at the arcade machine in the plaza, or while you're looking for
I
a
do
match.
really want those amiibo. Oh god, Nintendo.
Gotta love a good minigame.
Yeah.
You're now watching a fascinating squid custom we've observed, Splatfests. The pop stars who performed
what
earlier,
the fuck?
Callie and Mari, host the news show that carries all the latest information about online battles, updates, and other Splatoon news. They're also the faces of Splatfests. Splatfests are special events where players all over Europe are divided into two teams.
It's just unique.
Each
I think-
Splatfest
Yeah,
has
it's
a
cool.
theme, like
It is cool.
dogs versus cats. And by voting for your choice, you'll join that team. Then, once all the battles
Okay.
are
Like
over,
Smash Conquest.
we'll be able to see which side is victorious. Splatfests have their own ranking system.
I mean, that's
separate
kinda
from
cool.
ranked battle. Your rank increases based on the total
That's not
points
what I was
you earn
expecting.
during Splatfest. Based on your overall rank, when the Splatfest ends, you might get a special item called a Super Sea Snail. With this, you can ask Spike to increase your gear's rarity. The first Splatfest will start on June the 27th. And the
Okay,
question
so
is,
not that.
Around
which
when
music
you
do you
actually work
prefer? Rock or pop? Which will you support?
Rock,
Rock.
Pop
obviously.
music's catchy tunas, or the thumping bass of rock?
Oh.
Every player
Well,
on the
seems
winning side
amused by
will
the
earn a
Splatfest.
Super C
Yeah, I
Snail,
think they're
so you can start thinking about which
Oh,
team
I
you'll
guess-
choose. There's plenty of
Amused
time
or
to
aroused?
mull it over.
Amused.
That
Aroused.
just about sums
Oh.
up our findings here at the
I mean,
Squid Research
for
Lab.
Inkling and
I
Smash?
hope you learned a lot about the ecology of squid and
only.
octopi. But there's a lot
Can you
more
imagine
to
if you
discover
went,
in Splatoon.
Perfect, awesome.
I expect you all would like to know how you can conduct your own research, as I
Oh, it's
mentioned
clever.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, it's simple. By trying the Splatoon Global Test Fire demo.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah,
Shortly
same. I'll be
after
on
this
it.
presentation
Oh, hell yeah.
concludes,
We'll be streaming it.
you'll be
Yeah.
able to download this special
Yeah, we
demo from Nintendo
Oh, I will.
eShop.
Listen, stream.
Then at these
Good.
specific
Sorry.
times, you can play online multiplayer matches
Not Bobby here
before the
on the
full
night, so-
game is released. It's really
nice.
quite extraordinary. Our research
is it
assistant
next?
told us
Tuesday?
that this demo is
Oh,
a key
actually, I'll
to a
just
special
download
offer
it over
too.
at Jade's.
Players who download the demo can claim 10%
Tuesday?
off the price of Splatoon if they
Yeah.
purchase in
Oh,
Nintendo
it's Tuesday. I thought it
eShop
was-
before June the 4th. This seems like an
No, it's not.
Oh, the
excellent
ninth.
opportunity
Oh,
for
okay.
players
It's
thinking
on
of
Saturday.
taking the plunge. You can learn more about Splatoon and download the same stylish wallpapers
impressed, actually.
we use here at the lab
So am I.
at the brand new
I-
Splatoon website.
Yeah.
We're also looking forward to
God,
these
they're
new
horrible.
Nintendo 3DS
Just a
Splatoon
bit.
cover plates coming soon. And finally, anyone who would like to
Oh,
look more like an
no.
Inkling themselves will be able to do just that.
They look dope.
New Mii Fighter
Those guys.
costumes.
Don't
based on
tell me
the
that means
Inklings
they've been
are coming to
deconfirmed.
Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and Super Smash Brothers
God
for
damn.
Nintendo
Not
3DS.
necessarily.
More details will arrive
I guess you can
in
have a
the near
Link
future.
suit and he's in the
On
game.
behalf of everyone at the Squid Research
Doesn't
Lab,
look good, though.
thank you for watching. And we look forward to
That's
playing
nice.
against you in Splatoon from May the 29th.
Oh well, we'll see about Smash, but I like that. The
That seems
multiplayer looks
perfect.
really good, actually.
They
I'm-
seem perfect for Smash.
Yeah, I think they'll get in. I honestly, I reckon that because the next big Smash update's not going to be until after this comes out. That's just helping them get a bit of publicity for it before it comes out.
Yeah, I'm.
I was impressed. The multiplayer looks
Very
really good.
impressed.
The multiplayer looks really
Looks fantastic. Looks really competitive.
good. Give me a pro controller, and then we'll be
Well,
fine.
of course.
It looks
I-
very unique. I'm willing to give it a go. Like, I did enjoy it when I played the demo. Just the, if I can play with the pro controller, fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I mean, like they do play it with the pro controller, so
Yeah,
they're going to allow you.
They've said one person can use the pro, so
I'm
why
like-
don't they just let you use it anyway?
I'm amazed they haven't just gone. Look, these are different options you can use.
Yeah,
in
so
this."
am I.
But yeah, it's looking cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good actually. Comes out this month,
Yep.
so I'll probably get it.
Demo on
I want
Saturday.
those. I want those amiibo.
Thoughts on because I know social media has exploded about the fact about the demo only being 3 hours split up during the day.
I think that kind of sucks. I get it's kind of clever if the reason they're doing it is to stress test certain times, but just give it to me all the time and stress test the whole time.
Yeah, I kind of think I like the fact that they seem to be doing it properly. They seem to actually be attempting to properly stress test. But I do think they should have do the 3 hours for one day, the next day just run it for the entire day.
Yeah, I think so as well.
There are two different sets of values as well. Yeah.
Hopefully this game sells well. I mean, they're marketing it like crazy, so
I think they're really onto something.
yeah.
Like, I think I've moaned about Nintendo being like just delaying games, but this looks like, I don't think this is going to save the Wii U.
Oh, did you know it's delayed till June?
Well,
2016.
2016.
It won't.
Would you just kill someone if that happened?
I don't know what I'd do.
So yes.
Yeah.
No, it's just annoying. No, I think that looks really good. They've shown this. They can't delay it with
They're not
less
going
than
to delay
3
it.
weeks to go.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, let us know what you think of
I could see this actually becoming like not take.
Yeah, very
smashes.
very true, Finn. I think we could still get Inkling fighters, and I think they'd be mad not to.
This won't ever take Smash's place, but I can see us really.
Oh no!
playing
Well,
it a
no.
lot.
This is a completely different game.
Yeah.
It's it will go.
We'll sink time into this.
This is what they've been looking. This is what they've been needing. They've been needing a shooter. They've got a fighter. They've got a kart, and they've got the rest of platforms and stuff. But out of the three main sort of genres, fighting, driving, this is what they've been missing.
If you take
shooter,
and put it in Nintendo, this is what you get.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's good though that you don't have parties and you can't talk because people get angry on COD.
That's never a good thing.
I can't imagine.
I want to be able to talk to people over the game.
But people are going to.
I want to be able to at least talk to my friends
when playing.
Well,
this.
maybe not you.
At least let's have the opportunity for parties. The fact that there's that game mode where you can go with friends in ranked I think it was in ranked anyway. Hopefully you can do it on all of them, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember if they said they were introducing it or was it introduced,
I can't remember
because it was in the part where they said they were doing updates. But whatever.
Yeah.
We'll play it, see what it's like.
Yeah, I'm excited. Looking forward to it coming out.
We'll see what happens on Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Saturday.
Yeah. All right. Well,
we got 3 hours.
Yeah. Shall we wrap up early?
Yeah.
That was it for our Splatoon Direct. Yeah, our Splatoon Direct special. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Do let us know what you think of the game Splatoon. Are you going to pick it up? Are you going to try the demo? But that's it from us at 8-Brit Gaming this week.
We also want to know if you actually enjoyed this Reacts and you want us to do more of these sort of things.
Let us know.
Because we quite like.
And we think, we haven't quite decided yet, but on Tuesday, instead of a 8-Brit Game Chat, you guys are planning on doing something else?
We might be doing, I might be teaching Roach how to play a couple of games.
We're basically trialling what might become a new show.
Yeah.
So do come and join at the usual time.
And see me lose my shit at some games.
Yeah, you need to rage out, Tom. That's what people want to come for. But yeah, until then, guys, farewell.
Bye.